Hello everyone, I'm Ron Grant, coming to you live and direct from Tortola in the Virgin Islands. You're watching 284 Media. Thank you so much for your time. A part of the BVI Lit Fest activities, the BVI Lit Fest and the Lavity Stoutt Community College is presenting to the beautiful people of Virgin Gorda the Literary Wonderland that's exploring our roots to roots. This is going to be held on Saturday, October 5th, 2024 from 9 a.m. to 12 noon at the HLSCC Virgin Gorda Center, the Village Rose. I'm joined by two of the organizers of this event from the Lavity Stoutt Community College, the lovely Miss Rochelle Smith, who is the Assistant Director of the VI Studies Institute, along with Miss Camise O'Neill, the Assistant Administrator within that department as well. They're going to, of course, outline this amazing event that is open to students ages 4 to 12 and why you, parents and family, should come out and support. We'll be right back after a quick commercial break.
Hello and welcome to today's episode of Pop the Balloon or Find the Connection. Let's meet our first contender, ladies. Okay, Joey, so do you have any toxic traits?
I'm very restrictive. I don't give more time. What you get is what you get. I don't like to give unlimited time. That's it.
Okay, can you tell us why you popped your balloon?
That's a little too restricted for me.
Thank you for coming. Okay, ladies, so let's meet our second contender.
Sorry, excuse me. Why did you pop a balloon?
A scam.
I could give you minutes, data, unlimited call, overseas call, fiber. What else you need?
My friend used to date you. You are a scam. She used to be for everything and more. Nothing to offer.
Okay, ladies, let's welcome our last contender. You look nice. Can you tell us your name?
Thank you. My name is Christian Charles Thomas. They call me C Sweetie.
What do you have to offer these ladies?
Well, security, trust, unlimited time, and a pretty fast.
Okay, so do you have any deal breakers?
Nah, but here's my number. 444-4444. Y tú, vida ilimitada.
Okay, guys, so no pop balloons.
For a fast, reliable, and secure connection for your personal or business life, call us at 444-4444 or visit any of our CCT stores and we'll get you connected with the perfect match for you.
Hi, my name is Judy, VI Motors Operations Assistant, and today I'm here with Ding, one of our mechanics, and we are going to show you how you can check your engine oil level, as it's an essential part in maintaining your engine's health.
First, let's pop the hood. Here's the oil dipstick. We'll pull it out, wipe it clean with a cloth, reinsert it, and pull it out again to get an accurate oil level reading. As you can see, the oil level should be between the minimum and maximum markers on the dipstick. If it's below the minimum, it's time to add some oil. Checking your oil level is simple yet a crucial task. Make sure to do it regularly to keep your engine running smoothly. And remember, if you're not sure about your vehicle's specific oil requirements, always consult your owner's manual or a professional mechanic at VI Motors. We offer a diverse range of top quality engine oils, so visit us at Dove's Bottom or our location at Parks Point, Virgin Gorda, or call us at 494-2496 or visit us on our website at www.vimotors.com.
Welcome back, everyone, and thank you so much for sticking with us. As promised, we're discussing all things the Literary Wonderland. Joining me is Miss Smith and Mrs. O'Neill. Ladies, thank you for your time and welcome to our platform.
Thank you for having us.
It's a pleasure to be here.
Absolutely. A wonderful event, and I am interested to know the concept and how it came about. Tell me the inspiration between the Literary Wonderland, exploring our roots to roots.
Okay, this activity is part of the larger Lit Fest, and our theme this year is Roots to Roots. And one of the things we want to do, because there are several ways you can interpret that, is to explore our cultural heritage in the Virgin Islands as well as our creative lineage in the Virgin Islands, and to merge those two as we explore literacy. And we want to ensure that our younger ones are part of this too. Hence, our Literary Wonderland in Virgin Gorda, and we're so excited about what we're going to be able to do, both at exploring literary roots and littoral roots, as in plants. So it's very exciting.
Amazing. And Miss O'Neill, this is the first of its kind, or tell us if anything has been done like this or it's tweaking. I love the fact that it's focused on Virgin Gorda. Tell us about that.
Okay, sure. So last year was the first children's program in Tortola. It was the pilot program for the children, but it had such a tremendous turnout. Till this day, they're still ranting and raving about it. And, kind of not shying away from my bias because I'm, married. My husband is from Virgin Gorda.
Yes, ma'am.
I was excited to jump on the opportunity to bring that program to Virgin Gorda. So this year, it is the first time it will be in Virgin Gorda, and I'm hoping that it won't be the last. Last year, we kind of had an amazing time. We honored Jenny Wheatley. One of my favorite parts of that program was actually Miss Smith doing her interpretation of one of her books. And this year we wanted to honor the theme, which would be Roots to Roots. And as we did that, we wanted to highlight young people that are from Virgin Gorda. So Mr. Janai Call, Miss Radiance Modeste, Miss Virgin Gorda Easter Festival, Alana Williams, and Mrs. Flax Ward all have roots from Virgin Gorda, and we just wanted to take this opportunity to get them to showcase, what they professionally do on a regular basis and tie it into, literacy.
Amazing. So tell us about this magnificent event.
Well, we're going to have readings. So we're focusing on texts and materials that have to do with our theme, Roots to Roots. And because there's such a great part of our heritage in planting and farming, and there's so many stories there, that's our focus. So we're going to have Janai with his work, amazing work that he does in horticulture and planting, and talking about what he does there and tying it into the story of plants, how they grow from seeds on up to mature plants. We're going to have readings of books by local authors surrounding that plant heritage as well. We're also going to have some interactive activities where we're going to be taking the food that is produced and doing some interesting things that the young people can eat. And then we're going to have Miss Ward sharing about her book. And we're going to actually provide opportunities for the students to write themselves.
Excellent.
So it's going to be an exciting time all surrounding literacy.
Wonderful. And give us some more details as it pertains to the event features as well as registration. And I know spaces are limited.
Yes. Okay. So I just want to preface this by saying the event is completely free.
Wonderful.
So registration is free. The program is free, and the treats that you'll receive after are free. We encourage persons to either call Miss Smith, the number is on the flyer, or you can shoot me an email. My email is on the flyer. And also, when the program is finished, children will be able to participate in bouncy play and also get a free ice cream from another local professional over in Virgin Gorda. So we really carefully orchestrated this program that highlights all persons that are from Virgin Gorda, but not only from Virgin Gorda, they're young people. And so I'm really, really ecstatic. Can you tell?
I can tell, absolutely. I love the energy.
As you should.
Wonderful. Well, I wanted to take this time to commend you, ladies, and of course, anyone else on your team who's been a part of pulling this off. It is an amazing event that will, of course, promote literacy from a very young age. But most importantly, Ms. Smith, like you mentioned, imparting that cultural relevance. We are Virgin Islanders, and we should be proud of our heritage. But it's interesting that you guys have skillfully curated an event that incorporates that. Ms. Penn, I want you to provide your email address for us for the registration, or if they have any questions or concerns. Sure. And additionally, I'll ask you both to tell me, because we're exploring our roots to roots, what are you most proud of when you consider your roots as Virgin Islanders? Okay, so your email, and then we go into that.
Okay, so my email is campenn, so it's KAMPENN as in Nancy, at HLSCC.edu.vg. And say that second question again.
What are you most proud of when you consider your roots as a Virgin Islander? The theme is exploring our roots to roots. What are you most proud of when you consider your roots and who Miss Kimis Penn O'Neill is?
I'm most proud of how it, from inception, from time I was a little girl, the different stories. You know, you can read little books that kind of talk about an island girl, and it's just so interesting that reading books that orchestrate how a little girl has her life as an island girl, and that actually speaks to my life. You know, I'm originally from East End, and so with my family being from the eastern side of the island, and so I've had tremendous stories about, you know, climbing up the mango tree and that kind of stuff.
Wonderful.
And my grandfather, he used to own Pence Plumbing.
Okay.
And so I would walk from Fat Hogs Bay to where his store was, and I would every Saturday, you know, help him with his business. And, you know, I just had a lot of memories growing up on the eastern side of the island, and I just feel like those things contribute to who I am as a person today. And I'm excited that we can merge different stories with the little children and help them identify what makes them proud of their roots.
Amazing. And Ms. Smith, so we have somebody who hails from the east and somebody who hails from the west.
I'm a proud lady from Soldiers Hill, right above Cane Garden Bay. And I am so proud of my heritage as a Virgin Islander. I grew up with grandparents, which is, I think, the best experience.
I agree.
Because the oral tradition was very strong in my household. I heard the stories from my grandmother and my grandfather about how life used to be in the Virgin Islands, the things that they had to do. We also ate a lot from the land, and the stories that came with that are important to who I am. And reading, not just the oral tradition, but reading from books was also important as I came up. So it helped me to become the English teacher and the storyteller that I know am, and the champion for all things Virgin Islands. It started at the feet of Wellington and Sylvanita Reimer in Soldiers Hill.
Amazing.
And I'm proud of that.
I love the way you guys tell your stories. I appreciate that so very much. And speaking of presenters and local authors, I want to take this opportunity to shout out the myriad of local authors that have been emerging within the Virgin Islands. And of course, a part of the presenters is one of our very local authors herself, Mrs. Chantel Flax Ward. So viewers, we're going to meet Mrs. Ward, and she's going to tell us about what we can expect for this event. But ladies, thank you so much, and I'll see you at the Literary Wonderland.
Thank you for having
us. All right,
viewers, was a pleasure.
Indeed. We'll be right back after a quick commercial break.
Just give me my service. Yeah. Just give me my service.
Just give me my service.
Make the switch to CCT and get connected today. Unlimited talk, text, and data. Visit any CCT store or call us at 444-4444. CCT, Life Unlimited.
As the winds start to whisper of approaching storms, it's time to safeguard your sanctuary.
Hey, have you checked your insurance policy lately?
Not recently, why?
It's very important to check your insurance policy before the hurricane season.
That's a good idea. I'll reach out to my provider and get some information.
Awesome. Come son, let's plan for emergencies together. We're gonna include your favorite comfort kit.
Thanks, Dad. That makes me feel safer.
We're packing extra medications and extra batteries for your hearing aid.
And by the way, don't forget my glasses.
Okay, Pops.
Alright, let me see. Okay.
Going on, dog? What you saying? You good? You got truck? How you doing?
I hear trimming some of the branches to make sure they don't cause a frig when the storm come.
Fair point. I gotta go clean out the gutter them down by me so nothing don't build up. You know how that could go sometime.
Makes sense. That sounds good. We gotta be prepared.
Facts.
Sometimes we get off track, but that's okay.
Yeah, thanks for chilling with the dog today, you know. Man, anytime, you know I got you. Yeah, but the place so damn hot now. And you know the old people, them say when it's so hot, a storm somewhere out there coming.
Listen, I rebuke that in the name of great God of the universe, okay? Let me move these stuff so they don't cause a problem.
Alright, me want my neighbor window get knocked out at all, my son.
Remember, we're in this together. Reach out to your community, lend a hand, and shield each other from the storm's challenges. A message from the Department of Disaster Management and 284 Media.
Welcome back, everyone, and thank you so much for sticking with us. As promised, we are joined by one of the presenters for the BVI Lit Fest and HLSCC, Literary Wonderland, exploring our roots to roots, the lovely Mrs. Flaxward, Mrs. Flaxward. Welcome to our studios, and thank you for your time.
Thank you, Ron. I'm so happy to be here. Thank you for having me.
Absolutely. Now, something very unique about this upcoming event, all of the presenters happen to have some sort of a tie or root to Virgin Gorda, which is where the event will be hosted. Before we get into your ties to Virgin Gorda, I have to ask you, what role did literacy play in your life? And as a mom now, how do you plan on, or how do you continue that tradition of literacy in your family?
Literacy has been quite critical for me. I think it's very important for the development of the person, both from an educational perspective and socially. Literacy followed me throughout my career as I'm now an attorney. And now as a mom, I am teaching my son how to read. From the time he was born, I've been reading books to him. And now as he's learning words, I try to make it fun. If he's eating an egg, we spell out EGG. So, yeah.
Wonderful. And tell me about your ties and your connection to the beautiful sister island of Virgin Gorda.
I love Virgin Gorda. It's my second home, and I'm excited to be heading back there for the Literary Festival. In terms of my ties, my dad was born and raised in Virgin Gorda. My grandparents were from Virgin Gorda, and I have tons of family over there.
Wonderful. Now, what can the students, as well as their family and their parents, expect from your presentation?
They should expect a very engaging and interactive experience. I will be reading an excerpt from my children's book series, which is entitled Lucan, You Can Travel. I'll be reading from the first book. I don't want to say too much. They can expect sound effects, some props, and I'll be taking them on a journey with a Virgin Islands boy to Prague. That would be the destination that we'll be visiting.
Wonderful. Now, knowing you travel is quite a huge part of your life and your family life. Can you tell us, if you'll be so kind, a little bit about your project that will be coming out?
Okay, so as you mentioned, I love travel, and I have to credit my parents for that. From a very young age, they exposed me to travel to various destinations all over the world. With my husband now, we are now carrying out that cherished tradition with my son, Lucan. Traveling with a toddler is quite an experience.
It is.
It can be comical at times. And last year, summer, we were on a 3-week vacation in Europe. And based on the experiences that we had, I spoke with my husband, and we came to the position that we needed to capture these experiences. And I would say through divine inspiration, I just started to write what is now the Lucan, You Can Travel series. The series is focused on family travels. It features my son, and it is aimed at inspiring young readers to explore, dream, and embrace new experiences.
Wonderful. The project sounds amazing, and I can't wait for it to be released. Before we go, I have to ask you, speak to the audience, and of course, encourage them to register their children, sign up, and come out to this amazing event.
Literacy is so important for our environment. I'm encouraging you to come out to the BVI Lit Fest, the Literary Wonderland, taking place in Virgin Gorda on the 5th of October. You're promised a great experience with myself as well as other amazing presenters, so come on out. I look forward to seeing you.
Wonderful. Mrs. Flaxward, thank you so much for stopping by, and I'll see you at the Wonderland.
Yeah, Ron, thank you again for having me.
You're most welcome. Viewers, you heard it here, the lovely Mrs. Chantal Flaxward, one of the many presenters coming up for this amazing event. I'll see you later. Goodbye.